Hello, welcome to Chinese Folk Tales. I'm Manling. Today I bring you another fascinating tale that's well known to the Chinese people. This story is set in Xinjiang in the far northwest of China, a land of lively music, joyful dancing, toasty naan, sweet fruit, and stories so wild you'd think they were made up. But people have loved them and shared them generation after generation. In the heart of many of these stories is a man named Afanti, whose wit and kindness are still alive and celebrated today. No one knows exactly where he's from, but somehow he always shows up just at the right moment. Afanti, always in his long traditional robe and riding leisurely on a donkey, is known for his ingenious ideas. With that clever glint in his eyes and a satisfying grin, you know he just thought of a perfect solution to another thorny problem. On one hot day, an old man was walking to the market to sell things he had grown on his farm. He was not alone, as it was market day and a great many people were traveling the same path with him. They walked and chatted and laughed. They had a good time until...
The heat. The unbearable heat. It feels as though the very air is melting around me, and my back is breaking from carrying all the things I need to sell.
Then let's take a break. Look, we can sit under that very fine tree.
And they all gathered beneath the tree to enjoy the cool shade.
It's so cool, so refreshing. I don't think I could have walked another step in that heat.
And while they all sat resting under the tree, they looked about them to see where they were. Beside the tree was a very grand gate, taller than the height of two people. Through the gate, which was slightly ajar, they could steal glimpses of what lay beyond, a beautiful garden with fountains and lush green shrubs swaying gently, and hidden behind all that was a fine house.
I wonder who lives there. They must be very rich indeed.
Don't you know? That's the grand house of Master Bai. He owns all the land around here and is possibly the richest man in the region.
How did he become so rich?
I'll tell you, but I shall whisper. He's probably in his house right now, counting his gold coins over and over again. Bai is a man who loves money. He loves making it, keeping it, and showing it off. Money is his whole world. One time, a poor man came to him and asked for help, just enough money to buy food. Master Bai lent him an egg and told him to bring it back in 2 weeks with 10 chicks as interest. Can you believe it? He even said he was the one who lost out, because an egg could become a chick, and that chick could even lay more eggs. I could tell you 10,000 more stories like that. There's not a person within 100 miles who doesn't owe him money.
Inside the house, Master Bai was indeed counting his money, with his wife watching on the side.
70, 80, 90. Only 90 gold coins this week.
Well, not bad.
But not good either. I want more. Much, much more. I shall have to think of ways to become even richer than I am now.
Oh, yes. So we can have a fine house and garden, and I shall have beautiful clothes, and we shall eat the finest food.
Just then, they heard a burst of laughter from outside. The couple stopped counting their money and went to the window to see what was going on. There they saw the people who were resting under the shade of his tree.
Will you look at that? They think they can just enjoy the shade of my tree for nothing? Well, we will see about that.
And he ran down to his golden gate, flung it open, and lambasted the people.
You guys, what do you all think you are doing? Who gave you permission to sit in the shade of my tree?
Oh, we were just so hot and tired, so we stopped to rest our feet here. Is that a problem?
Well, you see, why can't we rest our sore legs and take a break from the sun here? This road belongs to everyone.
Aha! That's where you are wrong. Apart from the sands and the Gobi Desert, nothing in this world is free. The road may be for everyone, but that tree is mine. And it stands to reason that the shade it casts is also mine. I gave no permission for you to sit there, so be off with you, or I shall beat you with a big stick.
I'm not moving. My feet are sore, the sun is hot, and I need a rest.
Dear husband, if they want the shade so much, then they should pay us. Make them pay.
Good idea. Here's the deal. You sit in my shade, and you each pay me 1 gold coin. That's what I call fairness.
That's outrageous. I've a good mind to complain.
Complain to whom? I'm the richest and most powerful man in the neighborhood. See how far that gets you.
In the goodness of your heart, Master Bai, let us stay. Your kindness will be rewarded 1,000-fold if you do.
But Bai and his wife simply laughed. The people didn't know what to do. Just then, like a mirage emerging on the hot road, a man in a long robe showed up on a donkey. As he came closer, people saw a broad smile on his face.
What lovely shade! May I join you all?
And he greeted the travelers one by one, learning their names, introducing himself as Afanti. He gave the old man some water and shared what little food he had amongst them.
The shade is indeed a real comfort, but this man wants to charge us for sitting under it.
Does he now? Well, it is a fine tree, and the shade is wonderfully cool.
Afanti walked around under the shade, scratching his chin in thought. And then to the rich man, he said,
How much do you want for it?
For what?
For the shade of this tree.
Don't be silly. It's not for sale.
Not for sale? I might just have a bag of gold that could change your mind.
The greed in Bai's eyes shone red. He began to laugh and sing right on the spot.
A deal, my friend. You have a deal. Now, give me the money.
Afanti went over to his donkey and produced a bag of gold coins. He handed them to Bai, who grabbed them from him and held them close to his heart.
And don't go chopping down this tree. If the shade isn't there, you will have to pay me back.
Whatever.
Laughing all the way, Bai ran back to his home to count his newly accrued wealth.
My friends, stay a while in my shade, why don't you? Go sell your wares in the market, and perhaps you will be my guests this evening on your way home. We will meet under this very tree just as it gets dark.
As agreed, the market traders met again under the tree, where they found Afanti waiting with a feast and even musicians. They ate and sang and told each other stories. Ba Yi had finished counting his money by then and heard the noise. He was furious,
I don't believe it. They're back again. I won't have it.
and he ran outside to tell Afanti and the merchants to move on and get out of his sight.
Go on, be off with you. You have no right to be here.
Actually, we do. You sold me the shade of your tree, so my friends and I are making use of it.
But it's night time. There's no sun. No sun, no shade. Go away, or I shall make you pay more, and then beat you all up.
But see here, Master Ba Yi. Look at the ground beneath your feet.
Master Ba Yi looked down and could see he was standing in shade, and not shade from the sun, but shade from the bright moon.
Looks like you're standing in my shade now, Master Ba Yi. How much will you pay me for that privilege?
This is ridiculous. I'm not going to be a fool and pay you. You paid me a bag of gold coins for the shade. I will simply step out of it and go home and wait for daylight.
I think not. Look again. While we have been talking, the moon has moved in the sky and so has the shade. The shade now covers your gate too. You can't walk through it unless you pay me. And pretty soon, the shade will be cast across your house. And you will have to pay me some more for living in it.
Ba Yi huffed and puffed and tried to climb across his garden wall so he didn't have to walk through Afanti's shade to enter his house.
Ouch!
But he wasn't fit enough for that task and fell in a heap onto the road.
Time's running out. Get out of my shade or pay me for it. It's only fair. You said so yourself.
Okay. You win. I will buy back the shade. Let me pass, and I shall give you your coins back. And then you can all leave me in peace.
But I have another prize in mind, Master Ba Yi. I want 2 bags of gold coins.
2 bags? Are you mad? That's double what you paid me.
And I want you to forgive all the debts of the people who owe you money.
You tricked me.
And also, you must allow anyone to sit in the shade of your tree whenever they wish, day or night.
Ba Yi was at his wit's end. He wanted to go back to his house. He paid Afanti what he asked, and all the merchants and travelers cheered for Afanti, who shared the money he had just made with all his new friends. It just goes to show that money isn't everything. It can certainly make you rich, but it won't make you clever. Someone may ask, was Afanti a real person? Some may say he was a folk hero created by China's Uyghur people. Others trace him to Uzbek legends or Turkish origins, while the truth about this witty sage remains lost to history. His stories have become timeless classics enjoyed by generations in China. Before we go, here is a fun tip for your next China adventure. If you love hearing about the Afanti stories, you will love tour upon Xinjiang, where a former home of this legendary wise man still stands. walk through his courtyard, hear untold stories from local elders, and you might even spot a donkey just like his famous sidekick. And that brings us to the end of this episode of Chinese Folk Tales. Thanks for listening. If you have enjoyed the story, do give this podcast a 5-star rating, leave a comment, and share it with your friends. To hear more stories like this, please subscribe to Chinese Folk Tales wherever you get your favorite podcasts. Bye for now.